Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. It's a matter of what is truly important. You may not have noticed, but our church commemorates great people of faith not on their birthdays, but on the date of their death. Their day of death is considered to be their birthday in heaven, and that's what really matters. This week, we are looking at some of the people the church remembers and commemorates as great witnesses and examples of faith to inspire our own faith. It's an amazing heritage of faith we have received. That amazing faith was certainly shown by Elvind Josef Berggrav. He's another person I had never heard of, but someone we would benefit from knowing about. Berggrav was born in Norway, and while he was the son of a bishop, he took the name Berggrav in honor of his heritage. Berggrav is thought to mean mountain diggers, and his ancestors had been miners in silver mines. He planned a career in engineering, but ended up being drawn to the ministry. Before ordination, he edited a local newspaper, taught school, was the headmaster at a college, and then studied more at Oxford and Cambridge. When he was finally ordained, he served a small rural parish. Then he served as a prison chaplain, and then was elected bishop of a diocese in northern Norway, made up mostly of fishermen, fur trappers, and seamen. Eventually, he became bishop in Oslo. In May of 1940, the Nazis invaded, and Berggrav was named one of the negotiators to determine the Nazi intentions. After 2 days, he withdrew, refusing to compromise to the Germans. With 6 other bishops, he led the opposition to the Nazi edicts and insisted on the right of keeping confessions secret, the right of the church to have freedom against Nazi interference and influence, and the rights of the Jews. Pretty quickly, he was placed under house arrest and deprived of his title of bishop. They called him an ordinary private person. He had been arrested on a Maundy Thursday, and on that Easter all of the bishops of Norway and 797 of the 861 pastors resigned their office. So Berggrav was imprisoned for inciting a rebellion and placed under house arrest again, reportedly at the direction of Adolf Hitler, who feared widespread unrest. Berggrav then became part of an underground church and in disguise was able to meet with several congregations in secret. In 1945, he escaped and remained in hiding until Norway was liberated. After the war, as the church was reorganized, he recommended a more active participation by lay people in the affairs of the church. He was a leader in the World Council of Churches from its founding, along with the Lutheran World Federation. He resigned his bishopric in 1950 due to ill health and died in 1959. Berggrav is an example of someone who stood his ground in the face of the Nazi threat and who worked all his life for the betterment of God's people. May we do the same. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.